Alright. Last time that we saw our adventurers, they made their way south again along the tradeway, making their way from the inn that they found themselves at the previous night, after the attack from the succubus. They made their way down the tradeway without too much struggle whatsoever, stopping along the way a couple nights for rest, and on the third and final night, making their way into the courtyard proper of Dragonspear Castle. After a short period investigating the ruins and outskirts of the castle, they made their way inside, where they found a collapsed staircase going up with a path leading down. They followed the path into what seemed like a rather cramped and cavernous cavernous, that's a redundant statement. A rather cramped situation that they found themselves in. After searching around a little bit, they stumbled upon a trapped floor panel that, when stepped on, or when pushed down by Yasmig's mage hand, opened up a roof panel where a giant slime fell in front of the party, almost or completely consuming Saradir and almost consuming a few others of the party. However, luckily Saradir managed to escape, and the party did manage to vanquish it with some very nice use of spells and well-placed arrows. Making their way to the floor below, the party found themselves up against no enemies, but a pit, a fall in front of them that the good majority of them managed to either make their way over with the use of magic or by pure athletic ability, but a couple people did fall into the hole, luckily not sustaining too much damage from the falls. On the third floor, our party ran into what they thought was just a toxic cloud, but after throwing a torch into it, it exploded like the gaseous vapor that it was, and didn't do too much damage to Bastion, who stood there taking a good brunt of the force of the blast. Saradir, the one who lit it with the torch, did get thrown back quite a little bit, but made it out no worse for wear. Going through this floor, they found themselves face to face with a mimic, which, unfortunately for Saradir, caught him in his grasp and would not stop going after him. The rest of the party luckily was able to help defeat this mimic and save their drow friend. Finally, the group made their way to the final floor of the basement, where they found a large open room at the end of the hallway where they dropped from. After Saradir approaches closer into the center of the room, they found that there was a Hydra slain and with heads cut off and removed. And from behind the Hydra came a robed man, completely covered in blood and robes head to toe, basically, with a vial of red liquid that he put into his shirt. After exchanging a brief word with the party, the session came to an end, which is exactly where we're going to be picking up right now. Let me find good music for this. Okay. So as before, you see the man step out from behind the dead Hydra in front of you, stepping out, placing the vial of red liquid into his coat pocket. And you see, as he extends his hand, pulling it out from inside that pocket, there's a spellbook in hand, which he lets go of, and it opens up, levitating just in front of him. And you see a whole bunch of static electricity forming around him. I need everyone to roll initiative for me.
Dad? Damn it.
We're starting right off.
Need a quick second.
Be sure to click your token.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, forgot about that.
Because every time I forget to click my token, it fucking gives a really good roll.
Well, you could be like Siggy, who got a 5 the first time, and then a 17 the second time.
That's a first.
I know, right?
We've all rolled terribly.
I need to give
Good
this
start.
guy a roll, or a turn.
Rolls a nat 20.
I need to plug
Does
in
he
my
get
headset and I'll
advantage
roll.
on initiative too?
What?
I said, does he get advantage on initiative too?
He didn't attack anyone, so it's not really a surprise that he gets. It's just going to be standard initiative, which he rolled pretty bad.
Yeah, 5 is not great. What's his? I mean, yeah. Even if he has a good modifier, I mean that's even worse.
All right. We're going to start off at the top of the combat with you, Siggy.
Nuke him in the face.
Oh boy.
Rather than nuking me in the face, could we possibly remember that your drow friend has been beat up a bit on this adventure, and him going psychopathic may not be great?
No meta.
My drow friend is up by the Hydra right now, right?
Your drow friend is here.
Okay, so he's
You
really
can
fucking
see him, even though your token is facing the wrong direction. You can see him. If you click your token, there should be a little thing at the top that you can drag and turn to make your character look in the right direction.
Okay. Now, to be clear, the Hydra is not alive and not a target.
Oh, it is
It's only the
very
guy,
dead.
right?
It is very dead looking.
Oh, now I don't know how much I trust that.
It is very dead looking.
Okay, and I do not have line of sight right now at the guy.
I would say you could hear him, and you could probably see the back end of his cloak, but he has at least 3/4 cover. Because this is a pillar going all the way to the ceiling.
Okay, let me check the range of my healing spell real quick.
Healing word, I believe, is 60 feet.
Oh, okay.
Cure wounds, I believe, is touch. So you would need to move forward to be able to heal him with healing word. And
Alrighty, I am. What was
with
that?
this combat, it's going to be extremely important. Everyone who does spells, be sure to track your spell slots, please.
Yep.
I don't
That's
gotta
gonna
worry
be-
about that because I already spent mine against that cube.
That's gonna be a problem very shortly. Okay, I'm gonna move forward.
Okay.
I am going to cast healing word on Saradir.
All right. Healing word is your bonus action, so you will still have an action after this. Also, technically, I don't know how it happened, but Kaya should have technically gone first, so we'll have her go next. And then we'll
Yeah,
pick
no
it back
idea.
up. I think she rolled late.
I did. I was plugging in my headset.
All right. You get 9 health back, Saradir.
Alrighty, thank you.
And with that, my actual action, I'm gonna try and take a pot shot at this dude.
From where you are
With
now,
short
he
bow.
does have full cover because he is completely behind the pillar.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a pillar, okay.
Yes, these two things at the side here, those are pillars going all the way up to the ceiling.
How's he fucking see me then? Surely I'm hidden by Hydra heads.
He can see
He's
over
a
the
wizard.
altar bastion, and the Hydra heads are down against it. And you didn't roll very great against his perception.
Can I
thought
move
rolled
again, or am
decently,
I
must have
stuck?
Good perception.
You can use what's left of your movement to continue moving, yes.
Will he have cover right if I'm standing right here?
I would consider that probably about half cover.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take it because that means I have cover too. And I am shooting him with a bow.
Alright, go for it. That misses. You try and shoot at him, but the cover is just too much. Your arrow sticks into the stone pillar with a twang. It actually, the tip snaps off of it as it falls to the ground.
Son of a gun. Well, that wraps up my turn.
All right.
Your church?
Before I continue the turn order, let's fix it. Nyana, it is your turn.
Okay, let's see. Would I be able to see him if I was like right there?
Yes. I would say because this is a raised platform, he will have half cover. But you will be able to
Okay.
see him.
Okay, I'm gonna try this anyways. I'm gonna have Nana move right. What was it? Like right. I'm gonna say right here.
Make sure it's within your movement range, which you were here, correct?
I was like right here.
Yeah, either way, it's within your movement, so you're good.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm going to use. I'm able to use Hunter's Mark on him from here. Yes.
I believe so. So you are using the spell Hunter's Mark on him.
Yes.
All right, he is marked.
Okay. It's been a while. since
Actually,
I've
let me
used
double
Hunter's
check to see
Mark,
if there's
so-
a save for that, because I don't remember either. Because it has been a little bit. Be sure to mark down your spell slot as well, since you just used it. Yep. Yeah, it's just marked.
And it lasts for fucking ages.
It lasts
so
for an
good
hour,
shit.
so you're good.
Okay, and how many more actions do I have after using that?
That I believe is a bonus action, so you still have your attack action, or yeah, you still have your action. So you can attack. You could drink a healing potion if you have one.
Alright, I wouldn't be able to use Cure Wounds because that is... Could I do that?
That would be 2 spells. So you used a bonus action spell. You cannot use another action spell. If you had a
That is
cantrip,
also
you could use
anyways.
that.
Do rangers get cantrips?
Alright, I'm just gonna try to
No.
shoot him with my bow. Just a regular shot.
All right, go for it. Ooh,
Nice.
Let me do some quick maths, because I actually
I
need
don't
to see
think
that
I've
hits or
seen
not.
Kaya roll bad on that bow yet.
No, that hits. So you do 13 damage to him as the bow flies across the altar in front of you and strikes into his shoulder. He recoils a little bit from the damage. Looks up at you directly, Nyana. What is the rest of your turn?
First, how does Hunter's Mark affect that again?
It's an extra 1d6 damage that you roll after you attack.
So is that active for this one, or is it just active for anything
No,
after this?
that's active for that as well. So you can roll the extra 1d6. Or click Hunter's Mark, I believe. We'll do it.
Okay, you're looking.
In your attack section, I believe there should be... Yeah, Hunter's Mark. Okay, an extra 1 damage.
Eh.
All right.
Okay, so after that, Nyana's going to look up and see the guy staring directly at her and be slightly concerned. And that's my move.
Sorry, what now?
Bastion, it is your turn.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll go
Okay,
ahead and
there's your
stop my
movement.
there.
Okay.
And that's it. Because I don't have any spells. I'm gonna wait until next turn to attack him.
Saradir, it is your turn.
Do you have reduced movement speed?
No. That he moved 30 feet.
Yeah.
5 spaces is 30 feet.
6 spaces is technically
Well,
30 feet.
I moved.
He moved forward 1, then over 4,
Yeah.
then up 1 again.
Oh, okay. Just you counted to 5, and I'm like, wait, that's not math. Okay, so I'm gonna do. Let me figure out how far I can move.
And you do have to go around the Hydra.
Yeah. And
So
around
you
the
do have to
fucking-
path it correctly, so it would be more like that. Or you could try and squeeze this way. If you really want to try.
Or you could climb on top of the Hydra heads.
I'm guessing that would be either rough terrain or useless. No.
Ride the Hydra.
You could try. Also, your movement is from your square, so.
Yeah, no, I was calculating going 1 forward
Mhm.
to get out of the way of the Hydra head.
You could also probably pry one of the mouths
Will
open
you
and
let
hide
me
in
move
there.
through this here where I'm moving now?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
well,
So that's...
it would be here. And you would be completely behind this pillar.
Oh, yeah, I would, yeah, because it's 1 shorter. Damn it! Hang on, I seem to remember I have a thing for... Although I don't think I have it yet, that's the only problem.
You may be thinking of your second wind. Or not your second wind,
No,
your,
there's
whatever.
a sprint thing I get later on.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
have it yet. Well, for now, if I was to move here, I'd be able to shoot at him, right?
I would say that would be... Yeah, I'd say from there it would be normal.
Yeah, okay, so I do that then, so... And then... Boop.
24. Let me do
Yeah, you're
some
pretty good with
quick
them
maths
darts.
again. Yeah, that hits. You hit him for 5 damage.
Nice.
The dart hits him, but he is still staring at Nyana. You are in his line of sight of Nyana, but he is just still staring at her past you.
I think you're dead, Nyana, just saying.
That is your turn.
It is.
It is his turn now.
Oh god.
Rip me.
Dun, dun.
Hide behind a pillar or
Let
something.
me see. Let me do some quick measurements. He is going to...
I'm just waiting for some really dumb spell to pop up in chat. I don't like these noises Usic's making.
I am looking things up.
It's like something that's like 68.
I am researching my spells.
It's just the noise he's making. It just makes me think of the bad guy in a movie stroking his beard, thinking of all the ways he's gonna kill you.
Nyana.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, you see him pull out of his pouch on his belt from his robes, and he pulls out a chip of some blue material that you can't really see, and he rubs it between his hands, more static forming around his hands, and he points in your direction, Nyana, and in a 10-foot radius sphere centered around you. So
Yeah, that's a big square.
Damn.
he actually puts it between Yasmig and Nyana.
Oh, that's not what you said. You changing your mind now.
I mean, maybe. Between Yasmig and Nyana. He pushes there, and you hear a loud, thunderous, painful sound coming from that point as he casts Shatter. I just saw you move, Hunter. You need to do a Constitution saving throw, both of you.
You're still Mio, by the way, Hunter, if you didn't know.
I just click on Constitution,
Save.
right?
Save. It's under saving throw. It should be Constitution. It's under your proficiency bonus, not the actual skills.
Oh, I see.
You fail. So
That's not good.
Yasmig, you take
really
5
bad.
damage. Nyana, you take the 10 damage. And let me finish reading the spell effect. You also feel the armor on you, Nyana, specifically, because you are wearing metal armor. You can feel it kind of static a little bit, and you can feel, or you hear some of the chains holding your scale mill together pop a little bit as it is damaged. And you as well, Yasmig, you can hear your armor
Hey, I'm in
tearing a
leather,
little
man.
bit. What?
I'm
You
in
can
leather,
hear
man.
it tearing. The sound force is so intense that it damages it.
Whoa.
Shatter, man.
You gonna let him do that
So
to your
if they get
Gucci's,
hit by that a
Yasmig?
bunch of times, is it gonna ruin their armor?
Could. Now, after casting that, he looks at you, Saradir, standing in front of him. His focus goes to you. And he smiles and says, "You lot sure are interested in something here. I wonder what it is." And that's his turn. Yasmig, it is your turn.
Yo. I might
Shoot
be,
him in the face.
Might be a little high right now. Is
Twitch.
Is this half cover?
You are not there.
If I go here.
If you go
is
there,
this
that
half
is
cover?
going to be half cover, yes.
For me, right?
For depending on the spell effect. If he can see you, some spells may just take effect. But for him, that is still half cover.
Cool. Well, I avoided because I'm a spell sniper. So, proc your half cover. And then I'm casting Hex, which is a bonus action. in
Is
my
there a
last spell
save?
slot. Nope.
Alright, he is hexed then.
As my action, I'm gonna blast him.
Eldritch Blast. You miss.
And it misses.
Yeet. And then I'm gonna dab, and that's my turn.
Y'all's make dabs. Oh, okay. Nyana, it is your turn again.
Okay. That spell that he cast before that is just gone now, right? It doesn't stick there.
Yeah, it was instantaneous. It was a deafening sound that was painful to stand near.
Alright, well, considering I'm not doing too good, I'm going to go ahead and use my last spell slot for Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay, that is your action. Yeah, that will be your action.
That's fine. I'd rather not die. Might anyways. That's 6.
Yes, 6 health you get back.
Alright, so that's my action, and
You can
Alright,
move,
yeah, I think-
and you have a bonus action.
I'm not sure what I could do for a bonus action.
Not much since you already did Hunter's Mark.
I mean, you could dab as a free action.
I'm good. I think I'll just stay right here.
Okay.
Could she slap Yosmik around the back of the head as a free action?
I don't want to
Fiora.
hurt him right now.
Fiora, it is your turn.
Okay. Can I move through this spot right here?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see how far away this fucker is. And from there, he still has half cover, I'm guessing?
From where exactly? From where you are? That would be full cover.
No, from...
Where? Yeah,
Where
from
the-
here. That would be full cover.
Yeah. Okay, what about, like, here?
That would be no cover.
Okay.
Just don't roll a 1 and hit me.
I'm gonna move to here.
Okay.
Cool, he's still in range. And then I'm going to cast Flaming Spear behind him. Right here.
Okay. Do you have the spell slot for that?
I do, it's my last level 2 slot.
Got it. So the sphere shows up behind him. Let me grab the sphere.
Ooh, you
Oh
actually
yeah, I
have a sphere.
forgot. Yeah, remember she has a. There's a cool little graphic for it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
need to
she
go
can
grab it
move
from the other
around.
map.
Oh yeah, because it's a flaming sphere. For some reason, I thought you were saying it's a flaming spear.
That would be dope too.
I do have a flame
Alright.
blade, but it's melee.
So you're putting it directly behind him. So right here.
That's right.
Okay, it is right there behind him,
Now,
and it is burning.
Good. Let's burn that fucker. Because it's right there, I can't ram him with it, right? I can just
No,
Okay,
your
it's
your
affecting
first
it.
turn was summoning it. Your next turn, you can move it.
And then
Well,
you
you
can move
can-
it backwards one and then forwards one.
You can move it with a bonus action, or is it only on the turn after?
That's only on the turn after.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, then in that case, I'm Gucci. I'm done.
All right, Bastion, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna pop right here,
Okay.
and this is gonna pop upside his head. Probably gonna miss.
It misses. You go to hit him, and it reflects off of some magical, mystical force that is surrounding his armor.
And then whenever I make an attack as a bonus action, if I have a shield equipped, I can push somebody 5 feet.
Is there a save for it?
No.
So he's gonna bounce off the flaming ball.
Is it
Yeah.
make an attack or hit an attack?
If you take the attack action on your turn. So I assume that means if I make an attack at all.
Take the attack action on your turn, you can use a bonus action to try and shove. So I'm gonna say roll a d20 plus your strength modifier to see if he avoids it.
See if I did that right.
He sees you going for a bash, and he puts up his arm as a reaction, and you see a shield form around his arm. And your shield clings against his, and the force is almost nullified by it.
This fool thinks he's Wakandan Captain America or something.
All right.
That's all I can do.
All right. Saradir, it is your turn.
Alrighty. So let me see again.
Try and get over here and see if we can flank him with this sphere.
Flanking is... You would need to be here or here.
Yeah, I could
Which
get to
this
there.
spot is... This
I
spot,
can get to here this turn.
that is... Yeah, that would not be flanking.
No. Alright, well, for
And
this
technically,
turn, I'm
both
going
of
to
those
move-
spots are occupied by that head, so you would be sharing that spot.
Would that give me negative effects?
It would be rough terrain to get there.
Well, I'm gonna get a go here then, and for now. Plus, I don't want to be there while that flaming ball's there, actually.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then I'm going to attack with Celeborn.
You missed because he still has the shield up. He reflects off the brunt of the shove from Bastion, and as you run around trying to stab him, he turns and blocks your blow with the shield as well.
Okay.
Yeah. That was my reaction.
Shield spell, man. Wizards.
Yeah, that's my turn then.
Okay. All right, that is your turn.
Now he gets to punch one of us in the face.
It is
really
his
hard.
turn. Seeing you, Bastion, being made completely of metal,
God damn it.
he's going to use Shocking Grasp on you, which has advantage on you because you are made of metal. Does that hit?
I didn't get anything.
Oh, it's 2GM. It was 22. I can send you a screenshot if you don't believe me.
Is it for AC?
Against
Or do I
AC.
get a saving throw? Yeah, that hits.
All right. You take 1d8 lightning damage and cannot take a reaction.
That's
until you-
1d8?
That's 8 plus 5, yeah. Wait. Wait. Hold on. I need to double... I don't know why that's using his spellcasting modifier.
I was about to say, that's a lot of damage for 1d8.
Yeah, just take the 8 damage then. Oh wait, no, Shocking Grasp is 2d8 at this level, sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
So yeah, that is
So
correct.
take the 13 and stop complaining.
Yeah. Because he is... The level of wizardry that he is higher than the ones that you personally have met before. So his attacks are a little more potent.
And the fucking shop person knocked
So
me the fuck
I
out.
am
So
like...
you have no reaction for the rest of this turn. He
I'm wrecked right now.
he's going to walk around, leave your attack range, Bastion, and kind of flank around Saradir with his shield still kind of holding towards him. And flank around to there, where he sees you, Farah. And Shocking Grasp was his action, I believe. Yes, it was. That's going to be his turn for now. Yasmig, it is your turn.
Can I go here and give Nyana a potion of mine?
That would be
A
5 feet
full
of
action.
your 5 feet of your movement and the full action to hand her the potion.
To hand her the potion?
Yes, you are handing it to her. She needs to drink it
Can-
on her turn.
Oh man. I'm sorry, Nyana. Can I throw a potion to her?
You can. That would be a bonus action, and she would need a dex dex check to see if she would catch it.
Okay, I'm going to. Can I throw it? Can I throw it to her down? Like take 5 feet of movement, throw it to her for her to have a lesser DC.
It would be a fairly low DC anyway, because you're fairly close.
Okay, well then I won't take the movement, and I'm gonna chuck her a potion.
Give me a dex check. So click dexterity in the skill tree.
Him or me?
You for catching.
You. Yeah. Yeah, you catch it.
Oh, thank God.
You now
Okay,
have a
it
push.
was-
You now have a potion of healing, or
Yeah,
the greater potion of healing.
Greater potion of healing. Which is now out of my inventory. And then 30 feet of movement. I want to go. Can I go here with 30 feet?
Yes.
Okay. And that was a bonus action, you said?
To throw it was a bonus action. Yes.
I wanna. So he's probably like half cover, 3/4, which I ignore.
I would
anyway.
say half cover from where you are. Yeah.
Well, I ignore that. So, well,
Do you,
bam.
do you ignore 3/4 too?
Yep.
You
I
miss.
ignore alt cover unless. full.
That's ridiculous.
You miss. Your Eldritch Blast shoots off and darts by Saradir and Bastion and over the shoulder of him.
Ignore half and 3/4, and that sucks that I missed. But that's my turn.
All right. Back at the top of the order, Nyana, it is your turn again.
Alrighty. And if I take that potion,
If you take the potion, I will say it's a bonus action. It's supposed to be an action, but I will give it to you as a bonus action.
Okay.
It is 2d4 plus 2, I believe. Let me double. Actually, no, it's a greater healing potion. Hold on.
I was about to say, I have no idea what I'm supposed to type to do that.
Greater healing potion is 4d4 plus 4. So what you would do is,
Without the period.
yes, exactly that. You get 15 points of health back.
Hey. 2 max rolls, and that's not bad. This actually was a pretty good potion, minus the crit fail.
I should just make it go back up to 35 since that's my max HP.
It
right?
goes up to your max, yeah.
Alright. After that, I'm going to. It looks like I would have a good shot on him from here.
You would have full range.
I'm going to take another shot at him with my bow of light using one of the special arrows.
Okay, so you're using the effect. He is going to use his shield again to deflect it. So you do still take the charge down.
What is this guy's AC right now? Damn.
Does Hunter's Mark affect that too, or will it not do anything?
Because you did not hit Hunter's Mark, you cannot affect.
Oh, yeah, okay. That'll be my move then.
So was he cast that thing twice?
He has casted it twice, yes. Vera, it is your turn.
Okay. Did I notice before when I saw that the melee attacks did not really have much of an effect on him?
You saw that he blocked them.
Okay.
He's got a big old shield coming out of his arm.
A mystical shield. It's more like a force of warding over his arm.
And then he
Debating.
tased the fuck out of me.
I'm debating if I should get my staff nice and ready for when he walks over here, but I don't think he'll come right up to me. So,
Never know.
You can move your thing now, can't you?
huh?
Your
Yeah,
ball of
but-
bullshittery.
Is this a wall or is this a space behind him?
That is a wall.
Shit.
He's up against the wall.
Yeah,
Never
so
mind.
I have to
Don't
put it
move
here.
your ball. Don't move your ball.
Exactly. How much longer is that in effect, you said? Because it's supposed to be a minute.
A minute, I would say at your next turn. You would have to
I
cast
mean, you
it
do
again.
get a dexterity save against it.
You do.
Ah, fuck it, burn me.
How hurt are you?
Not.
Yeah, I'm the hurt one.
Okay, I'm gonna move the ball.
As
and
your
I'm gonna
bonus action.
do that to him just like that.
All right. So it is there. It is burning in your face, and both him and Saradir, if you end there at the end of your next turn, you have to take the damage. It does it at the end of the turn, at the end of their turns.
Oh, okay, so I don't even have to take
I thought you
damage.
could ram it to force him to take 1d6 or whatever.
Yeah, I did ram it actually, so he should.
You rammed
he should
him.
have to do it. I rammed the wizard dude.
All right. What is your?
Must make
Uh,
the saving throw against the sphere's damage.
Yeah. What is your spell DC?
2d6. Do you want me to roll it on the?
No. What is your
Thing?
spell DC?
Oh, 1 sec. I have to look. 15.
15.
That's right.
Okay. So go ahead and roll damage. I'll have him roll the DC because I believe it's only half damage.
Yeah, it's save against half.
He saves, so he takes half, so he'll take 5 damage from it.
Okay. And with that, I'm going to use, that was a bonus action, so I'm going to use my action in casting the cantrip Shillelagh.
Okay.
So if he comes over here, I can whack him with my staff.
Okay.
So now, if I do attack, do I just click Shillelagh when I want it to use the wisdom instead of strength? Instead of clicking on quarterstaff?
Yeah, you would click Shillelagh,
Okay, just like I did just now. Okay,
just like you did.
And that's it.
That's it. All right,
That's it.
Bastion, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna move here,
Okay, you are technically flanking.
and I'm gonna fucking smack him in the face for tasing the shit out of me. Is flanking advantage or?
Flanking is
Is it-
advantage.
All right. So click advantage, public, warfare.
He just manages to block you again with his shield
Damn
that is
it.
still up.
Damn it! And all right, I'm gonna try to push him with my bonus action.
Okay, same roll as
And-
before.
It was a D20 plus strength.
Yes.
I did that wrong. Hold on. That was so bad.
He manages to avoid
so
your.
bad.
He manages to avoid your bashing to try and push him back.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
What else are you doing? That it?
That's all I can do.
Saradir, it is your turn.
Okay, well, I'm just going to try and... Oh, I have advantage as well, so advantage, stabby stab. Fuck me.
You miss. He blocks your attack with the shield.
Okay, and I'm going to take that advantage to that moment to move out the way of the flaming ball of bullshittery.
Okay.
then
And
that's my
since
turn.
you don't leave his
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Awesome. Is that your turn?
Then I'll be right back real quick. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. It is his turn. He's going to turn towards you both.
Cast
Kinda-
that sonic spell again.
Kind of grimace a little bit. And is going to inhale and exhale with a scream. And I need both of you guys to make a Constitution saving throw as he casts Thunder Wave.
Jesus.
I think Sigurd said that he's going to go use the bathroom.
It is
Oh, that wasn't supposed to be advantage.
yeah, you fail it,
Yeah.
even with your bonus. So you take the full 5 damage. Is that really too... Wow, you got real lucky with that. So you take that and you get pushed 10 feet backwards. And we need to wait for him to get back as well.
Is this enemy a Pokemon?
Yeah, basically.
Pikachu!
What a waste of a natural 20. God damn. That's unfortunate, man.
Back.
Yeah.
What was the
Hey,
waste of a nat 20?
I need you to do a Constitution saving throw, buddy.
Oh, goody.
He screamed at us.
Oh, you pass it. You take 2 damage.
Okay.
And you are not pushed back. Seeing that you're not pushed back, he's going to look over... He's going to look over there and... Actually, no, I can't do that, can I? Yeah, no, I can't do that. Okay. That is... Unless I have another spell here that I can use, which I do not. That is going to be his turn. Yasmig.
Alright. How many feet of movement to get to here? Is it just 10?
I would say 10.
Cool.
Oh, wait. I completely forgot that I already ended my turn. So, Nyana, I need you to roll damage for the fire sphere.
Fira,
and
Nyana.
Sorry, Fira. And I
Yep,
need to
yep.
do a dex saving throw. Which he
It's so easy to
saves.
do.
So he takes half damage, so he takes 4 damage. And after that, the sphere fizzles out as it reaches the end of its spell. Okay, Yasmig, now it's your turn.
Alright. What I wanna do is use, because the only way I can get a vial is to use a health potion. And then I want to use the empty bottle to try to get some blood.
You would have to make an indecision. It would take more than the time that you have.
Isn't this one of the one of the headless ones? Is there no blood, like, coming out?
No, there's no blood coming out from where you are. You are next to a head. A physical head. The headless parts are up closer to, like, the body. Like, really close to the body.
Oh, okay. That's okay. I'm going to attack him then.
Alright.
With... Actually... Hang on. I want to pull out my little QB friend. My little
Oh,
prism friend.
your what?
My prism
Okay.
of party time. And I want to aim it at him and I want to go beam.
Okay, you're using the beam effect.
Yeah. I think you said it was 50 feet, right?
You have the notes in your packet, so
Oh, yeah. 50 feet.
it is 50 feet long. And
diameter.
dex save he needs to make.
Yes, a DC 14. Well, that's pretty low.
Which he makes, so he's
Oh,
not blinded.
shit.
He sees the beam coming towards him and shields his eyes.
Is
The
that
world's
a-
most agile wizard.
Is that a bonus action or an action?
I would say using that would be your action,
Alright,
since you had to
Um,
pull it out and say the word for it. It's like casting a spell.
I'm gonna use the last 20 feet of movement to just go back here. And end
Okay.
my turn.
Nyana, it is your turn again.
Okay. He still has that shield, doesn't he?
No, it fizzled out at the end of his turn. It disappeared from his arm at the end of the turn.
Alright, Okay, I'm going to go ahead and try to use the bow of light again. With
Okay.
special arrows.
One shot, Nyana.
Go for it. You you see again as the bow firing coming towards him. He's almost expecting this at this point, and another ward of protection pops up as he casts shield again.
Okay.
And that is another mark if you were using the high power one.
Yeah, I already marked it down.
Anything else you're doing on your turn?
Nope. I'm good.
Okay. Fira, it is your turn.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to hit that guy with a bow.
Go for it.
Just. All right.
You miss. He deflects the arrow with his warding shield. It pops up in
fuck?
front of him. Yeah, the
Okay.
shield is a good spell.
That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. Bastion, it is your turn.
Alright, well, I can only really do one thing. I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna try to smack him again.
Go for it. You hit
I
him.
got hits. Thank God.
You hit him with the war pick. You finally successfully land a blow on him.
And then I'm gonna push his ass.
Go ahead and attempt to. He manages,
God damn
even
it.
with getting hit, he manages to move out of the way. He's looking pretty hurt.
Saradir, stab this guy in the nuts.
Saradir, it's your turn.
Alright, so I'm going to move here so I get the flanking.
Okay.
So then I get advantage, and I'm going to try and stab him.
Ooh, you hit him
Nice!
for the
That's
8
timely.
damage. How do you want to
Is
do
he
this?
still up? Ah! So I kind of pirouette as I'm moving behind him, and use that motion to thrust forward into his neck.
All right. As his eyes follow you as you make your moves around him, and your blade sinks in an area where his mage armor and his shield are just barely able to reach to, and he writhes in pain a little bit, looking at you. You're the one Samamon told me about. It's a shame I didn't get to kill you. And you thrust in deeper. His whole body jerks as your sword, at this point, pierces through his heart the rest of the way. and he slumps down, falling off the end of your blade, dead on the ground.
Bastion's gonna walk up and cave his head in with my shield.
Okay, easy enough to do.
Wow.
His head is
He ain't getting back up.
his
guys.
head is mincemeat and is completely unrecognizable.
Well, there
Okay.
goes having us someone to talk to. Are we out of combat?
Yeah, you guys are out of
I want-
combat.
I want blood, man. I have 2 potions of healing that I'm going to... Actually, I want to just try to fill that 1 potion bottle, because that should be a few vials, right?
Just take the one that's on him.
Is Seer gonna let me? Seer's kind of a whore.
What do I want blood for?
Anyway, can I try to... I want to try to fill up one of my potions of healing with his blood.
With his blood? Or
No,
with...
with the Hydra's blood.
Alright.
So I'll pour the potion out,
Give
clean the
me-
bottle with it.
Give me a medicine check. You stab around a little bit with your knife, and you can't really find an artery that has enough blood at this point to really get you a vial of the blood.
Can I move around to the other side of the Hydra and try over there? See if my luck's better?
Where are you moving to?
Which ones are the headless ones?
Well, as you move over there, you see that there is a large gash, gash, probably like along the entire length of this side of the Hydra,
Alright, blood?
where there is a lot of blood on the ground, but you're not entirely sure if you're able to collect enough to fill a vial from it.
Damn. There's no point in even wasting the potion.
You don't know. You could try.
Screw it, let's try.
I rolled investigation on the search, by the way.
Fuck me.
Okay, you rolled a 20. On him... Oh, come on, don't do this to me. I know I gave him stuff. Okay, on him you find about a sack full of 200 gold pieces.
Jesus.
You find a mysterious note written in a language you can't understand. And
Hang on, let me write that down. A mysterious note.
you find
And I don't understand it?
that you don't understand. You find a dagger.
Yeah, my dagger.
You
Can I just
find...
immediately toss that in Yosmic's direction?
Sure. Yasmik, you hear... Actually, give me... Are you, like, throwing it or scattering it across the ground?
I'm going to make it land about 5 feet away from him.
Just sudden murder.
Okay. Yasmig, as you're inspecting the Hydra, you find a bunch of... You hear a dagger clatter behind you. It's an unrecognizable sound for you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna turn around and see my dagger. Maybe.
As well as that, you find some very nice gold-encrusted bracers that has a couple jewels in it on each of his arms. And you find that his cloak also has gold weaving throughout.
Okay, so gold encrusted braziers and gold. Shall I just call it a golden cloak or
A cloak with golden weavings.
gold trim for the sake
Gold
of
trims and
not
gold
having
weavings,
a
yeah.
mile long message?
Yeah. As well as you're removing the cloak, you find the large vial, a little bit larger than, actually about the same size as the greater potion of healing, full of a very viscous red liquid.
Drink half of it
well,
and make it useless.
No. Well, I'm guessing I noticed that Yosmig was trying to. You were trying to fill up the thing, rather, but were by the.
With blood, yep.
So when I threw you the dagger, I noticed you were doing that, and I'm going to take this bottle over to you.
All right. You go over and hand the bottle to him.
What do you want for rolls?
Also, one last thing that you found. You find a diamond-shaped opal with gold trim around the edge.
We got some fucking loot off of this bitch.
So, Yasmig, you reach down to pick up your dagger, and you see Saradir approach you with a vial full of a viscous red liquid.
What do you want to roll to determine what it is?
Medicine. It isn't too hard. You can kind of make the conclusion that from looking at this liquid and how it stains up against the glass as you tilt it, and the liquid that is still not really dripping but kind of seeping out from the Hydra and staining the ground, you can determine that this is quite a bit of Hydra blood collected.
Okay, hang on, let me add that in.
I'm just gonna be spending the time that everybody else is looting, just cleaning off all my gear and making sure it's all polished.
Yeah.
Cleaning the nasty wizard's blood off of my shield.
Everyone, as they're looking at Bastion, you see that some of the plates of his armor have fallen off at this point. He is very, very rough looking.
One of my
Especially-
eyes is like
Especially
flickering.
compared to when you first met him.
What else did you find on the man as I tuck away the blood?
A few things. Let's sort it all out when we get out of this shithole.
Right, is there any more blood?
Don't think so.
Can I try to take off a horn and some teeth?
Sure.
You should scoop out some eyes too. Those
Give-
are probably worth something.
Survival?
Give me... What are you trying first?
Horns?
Give me a survival check for that. You try, but your dagger that you're using just isn't sharp enough to cut through the extremely dense horns.
Alright, teeth?
Okay, go ahead. You managed
Nice.
to collect 2 of the front tusks from the head that you're looking at.
Okay,
The
and then
2 main tusks.
I guess an eye.
That I need a medicine check if you're trying to remove it in a piece. You managed to get one out fairly pristine condition, but the other one is you managed to get about half of it.
Okay, so one eye.
Yusik, how much would you say just one of these Hydra heads weighs?
Yeah,
Like,
you
No.
have
not
the same
the
idea
neck,
as
just the
me.
head.
Probably a few hundred pounds. They're
I
big.
could carry like 500.
If
But then you'd have to walk because
you
your
would have
horse
to
would
walk
die.
with a Hydra head that is 10 feet by 10 foot.
We have a tavern, it's fine.
Hanging on the wall.
Looking
Yeah,
at
skin
I mean,
it,
I'm
take
just
its
saying,
brains
yeah.
Give
out,
me-
just put a skull
Argus-
above the door.
Argus, give me an intelligence check.
This is actually what I wanted.
I
was
actually
to
have a
ask-
decent intelligence.
This is what I wanted to
And
actually
I rolled
ask.
so shitty.
Yeah, you think you can fit it in the card and that'll be just fine.
The DM shade.
You think it's a great idea to take the few 100-pound Hydra head with you.
I mean, yeah, transporting it with the horses would probably be difficult.
Hold up.
I
It's
mean,
10 feet
you-
by 10 feet. It's
you
not even gonna
in
fit through the
character-
fucking holes.
Think it's
Yeah,
a
I
great
know.
idea.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can even... I mean, I don't even have anything to cut it off. I have a dagger. I guess I could try.
It's going to take a lot of going with that dagger.
Alright, well,
You can
are
try
all
if
ready
you
to
would
move
like,
out?
though.
Are we all ready to go?
I'm beat.
Well, no, technically
Yeah,
we won. Alright.
I think I'm too damaged to be trying any sort of strenuous physical activity.
Alright.
Wait, Yusik, what about this door way down here?
What about it?
Can we check it? See if it'll.
What
Then
about
go.
it?
I'm gonna go back here. Because that door's a good idea.
Okay, Yasmig makes his way there. Did you step around the pit or over the pit?
Oh, around the pit.
Ditto.
Just checking.
No.
I'm
The way
gonna
we
go
did.
ahead and scoop up the pieces of the armor that got knocked off,
I wonder if this
and then
note
I'm gonna
knows how to...
follow.
Okay.
Can I actually have drag the mage over to the door? Like what's left of his corpse?
Sure. Let's say for the
I
sake
mean, I could
of
carry him.
yeah, let's say for the sake of posterity, Bastion, you carried him over and threw him down up against the wall right there.
Did it open?
But I dragged him across the floor because my armor
Yeah.
was already clean,
It-
and I ain't trying to get dirty.
It
again.
did not open.
Can I hit it with Eldritch Blast?
You can try. You smack the door with Eldritch Blast, and it just doesn't even leave a char spot on the door.
I'm gonna shout, "Open sesame!"
Okay, I'm gonna walk back over here. I'm gonna get my hand good and bloody from the Hydra. Then I'm gonna walk back over here and put the bloody hand on the door.
Well, Sarah dear was thinking what I was thinking. That's nice.
Okay. When you touch the door, give me a perception check.
We're gonna have to use the Hydra blood, boys. I can call it right now.
You touch the door, and you see that the blood is dripping down, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything. So you look the door up and down, and you see that there's a... you see that the door itself is a large stone, a white stone slab, similar to the one that you saw in the pit room before. There's no gaps around it, top, bottom, or side, but in the middle you do see a carving of a diamond with 4 spokes coming out of each corner, or each side.
So, I mean, we have to go all the way back to the trap room.
Does it look like the weird gem thing I got fits in there nicely?
It might.
Can I, like, before I stick it in, can I just sort of look at it in my hand and look at the door like, is this a square that goes in the square hole?
Give me an investigation check.
Because if I put it in there and it
It
disappears, when it doesn't
looks
do anything,
like
I'll be
it
pissed.
looks like it might fit.
If this disappears and it doesn't do anything, I'm going to be pissed. Fine, I stick it in the door.
Put it in
You
the hole.
put it into the door, and it kind of locks itself into place. You can hear a as it grabs onto it, and you let go of it, and you can hear similar mechanical sounds to what you've heard multiple times in this cavern as the door slowly goes down in front of you and into the
So
ground.
I removed the opal from Gultrim.
The opal you could not remove.
Right, cool. Bye, opal.
And into here, you see a room with white markings on the ground.
'Cause that's
I want-
probably safe.
To
That's a-
investigate it.
Oh, he stood on it. He fucking stood on
You
it.
stood on it. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I didn't mean to step on it. I thought I was not on it.
You managed to back out of the way just in time as you see a bright beam of light come down onto it. And after about a second, the light disappears.
Oh, I know exactly what this is. It's going to
Give me an
teleport us.
intelligence check.
What?
Actually, give me an arcana check.
I did. Here.
Do you really want that first arcana check? The second one's not
No.
much better. You understand that this is some kind of magical item. You don't know exactly what it does.
can I pick up a pebble and throw it onto the thing?
Okay.
No, I got a better idea. I want to drag that fucking corpse onto it.
Okay.
That's a terrible idea, but this will be fun.
Okay, you're dragging the corpse onto it.
Yeah,
So-
I'm throwing the corpse onto it.
So from, say, right there, you're dragging the corpse. What do you do from there?
I'm gonna put it in front of me and use my foot to push it onto the thing.
Okay, the
Sir.
body flops back onto it, and the light comes down and incinerates the body.
Incinerate, like it seemingly incinerates it, or incinerates it.
Give me an intelligence check.
Oh,
It,
good
the-
lord.
it incinerates the body. You cannot see the body.
I am watching, so can I make a...
Give me a perception check since you are not as close. You see that the body disappears.
Are there ashes or anything that like remnants of body if it had
Give
been
me
incinerated?
an investigation check. The room is pretty full of dust. You can't really discern if any are ashes versus dust.
Alright. Can Nyana go ahead and investigate? And check it too?
Go ahead, give me an Arcana check.
Ditto.
Give me an Arcana check. Farah, you recognize that they are arcane markings. Give me a history check for you, Siggy. Nyana, you do recognize that this, again, is some sort of magical. Siggy, you know that these arcane markings are markings of transportation.
Ooh. I mention to the others, I say, I recognize this, I've seen this before. I believe these are markings of transportation. They may very well take us somewhere.
Okay.
Well, perfect.
Give me a dexterity saving throw, whoever steps in.
Do I have to give you a saving throw because I'm trying to be teleported?
So you're taking to fail it? Both of you?
Yeah, I want to be teleported.
Okay, those of you who are not standing in the middle, you see a bright beam come down, and as soon as it hits Yasmig and Saradir, they both disappear out of sight completely.
Well, this is where we perma. We'll roll in as brothers, it'll be fine.
Well, there's only one way to
And
find
rip all
out.
the loot that's on me.
I mean, there's no other
Farah,
way
are you
out of
failing
here that
the
we
saving throw?
found.
I'm gonna do the same thing they did and purposely fail.
Alright, the beam comes
I'll
down
follow
again,
her.
and the beam comes down again and grabs all of you.
We're all
And
perma.
as you do, you
Yeah.
feel a light, not a burning sensation, but it definitely is a slightly unpleasant sensation. As you feel your body being pulled through the fabric of space and time,
We're in the plane of hell.
and you find yourselves in the middle of the court, or not the courtyard, in the middle of the gathering room of the castle, with Nyana's direwolf sitting off in a corner, huddled in a corner
In the courtyard or courtroom?
in the main hall.
Well, shit.
Pearl's probably so confused just to show up out of nowhere. I can only
Yeah.
imagine the face it would be making.
Yeah, your wolf looks up at you, its eyes piercing, looking directly at you, Nyana.
Whenever you say it like that, it makes it sound like he wants to eat me.
He's like, yo, do I ever get to join the party?
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
would-
go
I would
find
go
our
forward
wagon.
and I would go forward and comfort the direwolf.
Alright. Yasmig, you see, leaves the room as Nyana, you go and pet your direwolf, and the direwolf leans into it like a dog would, all that cute stuff. The eyes half closed, that stuff, you know.
He's a good boy.
He's
And
good
with-
doggo.
Without the party, I'm taking the carriage and leaving.
Okay.
I'm just
Y'all's-
joking.
y'all's
Please
make-
don't do that.
I would very much RoboCop the shit out of him.
I am
So,
the law.
what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna follow
I'm
Yada.
gonna check on my warhorse.
I'm going to hop up onto the cart and sort of lay out everything I got from him: the 200 gold,
Alright.
the cloak, the fucking weird braziers, and the
I'm
note.
gonna pocket
As you
all of it.
as you all make your way out into the main courtyard, you see that the sun has completely come down at this point. It is nighttime. You don't know exactly how long you've been down there, but it is dark.
So what is all of this that you're putting here?
It's everything I found on him. Do you know what that note says? Can you read it?
Of course I can read it. Let's see if I understand it. Do I understand this note?
I believe you do not. Let me
Oh,
double check. Yeah, you do not.
Nope, I don't understand
And
what this
it's
says.
not in Abyssal either?
No, neither of you guys understand it.
Can Niana go check it out?
Sure, here's
Well,
the
I'm
note.
assuming you've all gathered around sort
Yeah.
of thing to have a look
Yeah.
at the goodies.
Gotta be nosy.
Yes, hopefully I've...
The note? Everyone's looking at the note?
Yep.
Mhm.
Let's see. Vera, you do not understand it. Nyana, you have the best bet of understanding it, but you do understand it.
It's draconic. 10 out of 10.
No, it's not. You understand that this note is written in Celestial.
Oh, what?
The note reads, Nyana, and I don't have a handout for this because I didn't think that any of you knew this. The note reads, Tyron, I need you to collect the necessary ingredients that we need for the ritual. Hydra blood is the most important and is vital to this entire operation succeeding. Do this, then take care of the 3 that I told you about before. Signed, and you can't read the signature.
Okay. Do you actually have that like written down somewhere?
I will
or do
write it.
need
I
to-
will write it down for you. I did not actually write it down.
Okay.
Yosmik,
yeah,
can I
you
see that
remember
blood?
Is Nyana gonna relay this info to us?
Oh yeah, well, that's a good question first.
Yeah, after I recognize it, I would start reading it out to them.
I will get you that
Yosmik,
after the
can
session
I
because
see
I
that
forgot
blood?
what I said. I need to go watch it back.
Are any of us, I mean, all of us are literate, so I mean, we should probably take down a copy of that note in the common tongue. Just for posterity's sake.
Which I will get to all of you after the session ends.
What do you want the blood for?
I just want to see it.
Sure, here you go.
I smash it on the floor.
I would try to stop him from doing that, obviously.
All right. Let's do initiative to see who goes first. Roll it. Yasmig, you see Siridi hold it in his hand, and before you know what happens, he throws it onto the ground and it shatters, and the blood flows across everywhere, and you can start seeing it kind of sizzling in the air. Some steam
What?
coming off of it.
What the fuck would you do that for, you idiot?
Asshole who tried to kill us wants blood for some magical bullshit and you want to take it to him?
No, I'm not going to take it to him. Are you stupid?
Well, sell it to somebody then. Same difference, it's out there and he can get it. By the time he gets
We're
back
going
here,
to
the body
use
will be
it.
rotten.
Why would you do that? Are you damned? Do you understand how rare that was?
Give me an intelligence check, Sarah dear.
Given that I don't care, do I have to?
No. Hey, Nat, how you doing?
I think from this moment further, it would be in all of our best interest if you don't loot things anymore. Why would you get rid of such an important thing?
If it doesn't exist, he can't have it.
Are you damned?
Nyana,
We'll
at
get
this point,
another one.
Nyana, at this point, you're walking out of the castle with your direwolf and seeing these two bickering in front of the cart.
She's already with us. She's the one that showed us the note.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
I was about to say I was with them. We were all gathered around the note outside, so.
At least
Oh
if
boy,
we had
election
the
days are
blood,
always
could have
fun.
brought it back to the ones that gave us our first task that we're still working for, if I remember correctly. Instead of now, we don't know what's going on.
I'm going to ignore him at this point and start looking at the other shit.
And I'm going to look at Bastion and just motion to Cyrodier. Be like, do something.
I have no need to be involved in this argument.
Of
It matters
course.
not to me what strange liquids get spilled.
Sarah dear, what else are you looking at next?
Let's do the checks on the cloak. So,
All right.
investigation Arcana, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck's Arcana? There it is.
Yeah, I'll be doing the same, I guess.
You do get a fairly strong magical sense of.
I mean, on the bright side, if he throws it on the floor, it won't break.
Yeah, you get a very strong magical sense from the cloak, but you don't really like it. It looks like something that is magical. You Yasmig, you see that it is very, very finely crafted. That each gold stitch is hand stitched patiently with a pattern.
Is there pattern anything important of note, or just like a
It's just like a golden pattern along the back of it.
And what is this, a bracer?
No, this is the cloak.
And what were the other items that were laid out?
Since Nyana's still close to them, can I go ahead and investigate it too to see if I know any more?
Sure.
Just the other items, Hunter, were a gold encrusted brazier, and I've handed everyone 40 gold at this point.
Yeah. Just for reference, if you see that someone is trying to roll something, instead of rolling for it separately yourself, you can assist them and give them advantage on that roll. Instead of a bunch of people trying to roll for the same thing.
This is for the bracer.
The bracers are a nice golden bracer with jewels encrusted into the top of them. And you see the same, Nyana.
Wow, fail.
I'm gonna pick up the bracer. See
Okay.
if I feel anything.
You don't.
I'm gonna put them on.
They're a little big. Your wrists are a bit smaller than the gentleman inside.
My roll was for the cape thing, not the bracer. Though.
You see that is a intricately designed cape with golden stitches.
I'm gonna hand the bracers to Bastion, assuming his wrists would be bigger than mine. I mean, he's a robot.
They're actually too small for his wrists.
I also technically can't wear armor.
Yeah.
Bracers are not armor.
100 to big armed Nyana.
I mean, they are in real life.
Alright, Nyana's gonna look at the bracers.
They aren't considered armor in 5e.
Okay.
They're more considered like a decorative item. So,
I think
Nyana,
we've
what
got
are you
a drill
doing?
By now, we can meditate on these things and
Nyana's
see
going
what
to
we
look
think in
at
the morning.
bracers.
Okay, you rolled for them?
No, not yet.
No, I just handed it to her.
And again, you do notice that they are very finely made bracers, that they are built, and they are, again, large for your wrists. Your Arcana check shows that they seem to have a sort of same sort of quality that the cape had. A very finely crafted quality.
Okay, well, I said before, I'll say it again, just in case anyone missed it. I think we know the general idea by now. We'll meditate on these items and see what we think in the morning.
Yeah, I think
And
it's best
I'm
if we
going
set up
to
camp.
take the cloak in my hands and sort of kneel down at the back of the cart and go to elf sleepiness.
So you're trancing with the cape?
Yes,
Okay.
Nyana's gonna do the same. Except
With the
without the
braces.
cape,
Are you-
obviously. Or
Are
the
you
bracers,
sleeping with the items, or are you focusing on them for a short rest?
well, the attunement thing, then that'd be another short rest.
Yes, that is focusing
Okay,
on the
that
item
then.
for a short rest.
And while they're doing that, I would be handing my repair kit to whoever isn't going to sleep.
Yasmeg or Fira?
Yasmeg's going to bed.
So Fira. Okay. After this short rest, you, Sarah dear, you have the cape. You feel a bit more wording coming around you, like a magical force reinforces your armor.
So I've got a ring and a cloak now, okay. Probably better give that to someone else, though.
And you, Kaya, I need to double check this. You do not notice a difference. The bracers are still too large.
Okay. I suppose I would hand them off to somebody else to see if they have any better luck. And if I haven't gone into a trance already to get all of my HP back and everything, then I would do that. Unless
Alright,
already...
so you are starting your rest.
Yes.
So the two people who are still awake are Bastion and Farah at this point.
I'm back.
So you, Farah, you are one of the people who is awake and on watch. Bastion has handed you his repair kit, which I believe...
Along with like a bunch of pieces of armor that have fallen off of my skin.
Which I believe you are not proficient in, so it will be a dexterity check, I believe.
To repair them?
To attempt to repair him.
Okay.
And I'm not entirely sure how this works, August, so you're gonna have to go with the roll that you get.
Yeah, no worries.
Let's give it
I
a
mean,
try.
they would have to be proficient in either a thieves' tools or a repair kit.
Efficient in... She is proficient in neither.
Yeah.
Okay, so 14. I would say after a few hours, you manage to gain up to half from that one bout. Since she is not proficient and she is
Alright.
trying it for the first time. It does
So
take...
half
Wait,
rounded down.
legit Bastion doesn't get health back unless he's repaired?
long rests he can. But he has
Okay,
to,
but he's-
physically rest that long rest.
Yeah, which means no watching for me.
This has me thinking. So if he gets hurt enough, should he see a healer or a blacksmith?
Both.
I mean, yeah, literally.
Bastion,
Well,
as...
actually, the blacksmith would be more useful because I only get half effectiveness from healing spells.
Bastion, as Fira is repairing you, give me a perception check at disadvantage. Because you are helping her along.
Yeah. Perception. Really bad.
Yeah, you are too busy helping her repair you, as this is her first time really using any tools like this, and you are very damaged. So it takes a lot of work between the both of you to get everything slapped back on you, even to the half health that you got to.
I'm trying to explain how to use the tools and then just freeze for 30 seconds straight and then continue the sentence.
Yeah. So after, I would say about 4 hours, the elves who have taken their trances, you are full rested now, you have all your spell slots and health back. So,
Yeah.
Nyana and Saradir, you're both waking up about now. To see a
Oh, do I
much
get
better.
my spell slots back?
Are
Would this count as a rest?
it's been about 4 hours. So, since you were doing those 4 hours actively searching and actively helping, I would not say that it was a long rest, since you were
Alright.
doing stuff. At this point, as I said, Nyana and Saradir wake up. You see that Bastion is much more put together than he was the night before when you fell asleep.
Could Nyana try to see if she could help him a little bit?
Okay. Fira, you hand off the kit to Nyana and you can head off to sleep. You're gonna get your full rest bonus as an elf. Go ahead and give me a... Are you proficient with repair tools or thieves tools?
Where would it say that?
Under proficiencies. Bottom left, I believe.
I don't see either of those.
Alright,
I don't
then
think
give me
any
a...
of us have that stuff on our sheets.
Give it... You should, because you get some with your background.
I don't have it. Do you have any of that, Sigurd?
No.
I don't
I
think that stuff
imagine
comes on roll 20.
I imagine a
You
rogue
have to...
would.
You have to... No, proficiencies do... Proficiencies do come in. Go reference your original character sheets that you set up and make sure
No,
that
I
you
meant
put
the
your proficiencies in.
Stuff.
They do show
I
up.
see proficiencies.
Tool,
just
they're
not...
under tool proficiencies.
Uh,
They would be anyway.
Yeah, that box above that box where tool proficiencies is blank for me.
Yes.
Yeah, I have land vehicles and dragon chests.
I have herbalism kit, so it does populate stuff.
Yeah. It's just that some of you guys didn't fill it in with your proficiencies when you made your character sheets in here.
So what am I doing?
Either way, dexterity roll, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna sleep or trance or whatever and
Yeah.
get some rest.
With that, she needs a little less guidance than Fira did.
Well, yeah, 'cause she's used it before.
She's used it before, so you do get your full health back at this point.
Nice.
And it only takes a couple hours for her to do it in. You could probably get just about your rest worth to get your spell slots back by the time she's done. But you would have to completely shut down for it to make sure that you get it.
Yeah.
Kaya, since you are the one actively still awake, give me a perception check.
Okay.
I'm awake as well, aren't I?
Yes, give me a perception check as well then. Not bad. Alright. Nyana, you see that some of the wildlife that was missing from the nights before has come back a little bit. It's mainly smaller critters like squirrels, chipmunks, that sort of thing. But things are slowly coming back into the area. Saradir, you don't really see too much. You're kind of staring off at the pool of blood. At this point, has mostly evaporated and soaked into the ground. Yasmig. We need to go into a room.
Ooh.
Well, something not known about.
So you all who are awake at this point, it's been the entirety of the rest, so everyone is starting to wake up at this point.
I got my rest too.
Yes, you got your rest too. You see Yasmik sit up straight, and he starts coughing. A bit of blood spatters out of his mouth, and along with the blood, there's smoke that rises out from his lungs, out of his mouth, and fizzles off into the air.
Yikes.
Can I make a medicine check, or well, I
Go
guess
ahead.
Yeah,
Sam
same.
Go ahead.
Because
to see
I'm
if he knows
proficient.
what's wrong.
Do you one of you want to give advantage to the other?
Give me advantage because I'm proficient already.
Okay.
I'll help if needed too.
He already has advantage on it.
Okay.
You do see that, well, it's not a large amount of blood. A spatter of blood came and landed on the ground next to him, and it's dark crimson red, full of oxygen, as if it's fresh blood. And the smoke coming out of his lungs aren't. It doesn't seem natural to you.
So someone do Arcana.
Is this something that's
I do
continuing
that.
to go on, or is it like done? Or is
It's
this, like,
it's done.
Okay.
It's just as you woke up, this happened. You cleared your lungs and it came out.
I'm fine. Get away. Get away.
You get
Everyone
the
stop.
very, very faint sense that you always do with him
Just
of
the
fiendish.
normal one?
Just the normal one, yeah.
Okay.
Don't
I'm
worry,
gonna poke and prod him a little bit with my holy symbol.
and I'm gonna like kind of hit it, smack it away, like not like a hard smack, but like a get away. Stop. I'm fine. Stop doing that. Don't come in when you wake up and poke you.
I also don't come when you wake up and puke up blood right next to you.
No, it's fine. It happens sometimes. It's one of those things. Don't worry about it. But anyway, we're going to Baldur's Gate. So let's get our things and
So
head
that's
off.
that's quite a travel.
Yes, well, it's one that
Reminder,
we're making.
your map ends just a little bit south of Dragonspear Castle. If I had to say, the map that you have ends probably along this line.
Can I make a some sort of check to see if I know anything about the region below Dragonspear Castle from like my guard knowledge?
Go ahead.
All right. You just want history?
Give me a history check, yeah.
Gotta make sure it's not an advantage. So bad.
You know that, while the path does end here for the most part, there is a very, very less traveled path that continues south. But you aren't entirely sure if that path leads directly to Baldur's Gate.
Do I know where Baldur's Gate is?
You know it
Like,
is.
generally.
You know it is along the coast, further, much, much further south than Waterdeep.
Yasbig would know that too, right? Like not like exactly where, but like it's south from where they are
You,
on the coast.
you would know it's a coastal town.
Okay, somewhere south.
Somewhere
Who knows
south.
how long, but south. Okay.
Yasmik, might I ask why you know that and why we are going there?
Might I ask you if it's normal to spew blood and smoke out of your face when you first wake up?
Not particularly. I'm just
No,
wondering
no,
how you know
no.
that.
Well, because you see, my friend told me. And this is also a sign that if I don't go, this is going to happen again. And I think that means we should quit throwing important...
At the word friend, Saradir visually bristles.
And I think that this is also a sign that we're going to quit throwing important things on the goddamn ground. And he's going to glare at Saradir heavily. But yes, let's just say that a fire told me that I'm going to Baldur's Gate.
Saradir,
Well, okay, then.
as you wake up, you see that your book is on your lap.
I'm gonna go read it.
The passage is gone.
Nothing else is there?
Nothing else is there but your spells.
Yeah, with that, Yasmig's done talking. He's packing his shit up. He's getting on the cart. He's like, come on.
What are the rest of you doing?
So which way is Baldur's Gate?
South.
South.
That's all you know.
Sometime south, near the coast. I'm going, and let's just go till we hit a town and ask somebody there.
Are there any towns south?
Well,
There-
I imagine there's some people south.
The next closest town that you've been told about is the bridge.
Where are we again? Can you point? We're Dragonspear Castle. Okay.
So the next
And
closest town that you've been
why are
told
we
about
going
is here.
towards the coast when Darkhold is inland.
Look, we're going
You
to
don't
Baldur's
you-
Gate.
so-
Trust me.
You don't entirely know where Darkhold is, as your map cuts off at Dragonspear.
I guess we're going to Borsier Bridge.
Borsier, what? That's not Baldur's Gate, Bastion.
Well, it's the next nearest town. We need supplies.
Oh, yes,
And it
that
also-
makes sense.
Being a bridge town, I assume it's got some sort of waterway.
Oh, which means yes. Okay, I didn't know that was the next town. That's actually good, because I didn't know we were going. Let's go there, then. We'll let you lead, as always.
I'll drive the cart.
Oh, are any of you feeling any different? From your little trinkets? Who has them?
Sarah dear.
Oh yeah, because Nyana's.
And Nana's BRB.
Do you feel anything, Sir dear?
The cloak seems to strengthen my armor.
Oh. Does anyone need it more? I know that you usually fight up front, though. I almost wonder if it'd be best in your hand. Well, unless anyone else has any, unless anyone else has anything else to say, I think it might be good that you have it, to be honest.
Well, I can't wear it as anything but a headband, so...
Yes,
Sarah
well,
dear, you noticed as you attuned to it, you put it on and it kind of formed fit to you. Like it fits perfectly to you.
Now, what about,
Yeah, and how much does that increase my AC by?
The cloak of latex.
If you search it in the compendium, you should be able to drag it in.
Ah. And what's it called?
Cloak of Protection. Yeah, they got a latex spandex, you know. Good shit.
Got oh, is that?
I guess... Well, who would have taken the bracers? Because didn't Nyana say that...
Nyana tried to attune to them.
So who did she give them to? She said she gave it to
She still
whoever-
has them.
Oh.
As far as I'm aware,
Nice.
she still has them. I don't think anyone took the offer to take them from her.
Should we do our rolls while she's gone?
Yeah,
travel?
let's say you're traveling. So, Farah, give me a... Since you are off the edge of the map, give me an animal handling and survival now. You as well, Bastion.
Animal handling and survival.
Yes.
I had animal handling and survival, though.
Your horses are well rested, and you do have to backtrack a little bit to find your way to the much less traveled path of just a bit further off of Dragonspear Castle. But with your tracking and survival skills that you learned in the military, Bastion, you do manage to find your way. It took about 20 miles of your travels backtracking to find, and it took you another 20 a bit further south. So you're a little bit southwest of Dragonspear Castle, 40 miles, I would say, in total travel today.
Nyana,
So
do
you're
you
like
feel
right
anything with those gloves?
No, nothing for me.
What about Fira? Can Fira use them?
Whoever wants to try next can.
Fira and Sarah would be the last ones.
I'd go
What was
ahead
that?
and
What were we
hand
doing?
them to
Sorry.
Fira.
We'll see if they fit Fira, I suppose.
Vera, she hands you 2 gold decorative bracers with diamond or with jewels encrusted on them.
I attempt to put them on. Do I need to like attune to them or?
I believe so.
Okay.
Do they fit her?
They're a little big, but who knows?
All right.
And you, as you are driving the cart, you cannot attune to them during driving the
Ah.
cart. So you need to wait until after, because it takes all your focus for a short rest.
Okay, so I
Well,
say
if
it
you're
such
if
that
you're well, if you're driving, then maybe I should try while. And if not, then if they don't work, then you can try when we're not traveling.
okay, go ahead.
Okay, do they fit me?
They are, your arms are a little bulkier, so you fit into them a little bit better. They're almost close enough to fit on you.
Okay, well, is there anything is there anything stopping me attuning while we're traveling?
As long as you put your entire focus onto that for a short rest, which
Yeah, sure,
is
I'll do
easy
that then.
enough. Afterwards, you don't feel any different. The bracers are still a little large on you.
Here, let me try them while we're traveling, Sir dear. I didn't actually try them, so let me try to attune.
I hand them over.
Okay. You take the half an hour to attune. It's been probably closer to 2 hours between conversation and handing them back and forth to each other. They're still fairly large on you.
All right. Well, I guess it's up to Fira, and then Bastion can't even fit them at all. So, we'll wait till we stop then.
Did we do a history check on these? Do we know what they are?
If someone wants to do a history check, and if someone wants to
I think
assist
we know
them,
who's best at doing that. Guess we. Actually, yeah. So if Siggy, if you want to do it, and I'll assist you.
Okay, can I do that while I'm driving?
I would say you would have disadvantage, but since you're being assisted, it would just be a straight roll.
Why don't we just
Give me
wait till we stop
yeah,
them?
yeah. So it's an advantage.
So you stop for the night. You find a little alcove. You notice that this far south, the forest had stopped quite a long time ago, and it is actually quite muggy and swampy where you are now. Off to the east side of the road, your left since you are going south. And you find that there are some bugs in the air, flying around a little bit. There's a few small animals here and there, but you find it's easy enough for you guys to find a small patch of grass, open land, large enough for you to store your cart, hitch up your horses, and camp out for the night.
And with that, once we're settled, I'll do history and arcana or just history?
Just history, with advantage since someone is assisting you. It's hard to tell. You do know that bracers are a choice item for enchantments to be put upon, but you don't know exactly what these are.
Okay. I will attempt to attune.
Okay. Are you doing this in lieu of watch, or are you doing this before you sleep?
I'll take watch while she does it.
Okay, give me a perception check, Hunter.
Oops.
I'm taking that. You see, you're too busy watching Vera trying to attune to the items. Is anyone else taking watch the first shift?
I will.
Okay, give me a perception check. You, you're a little distracted by some of the bugs, but you do notice that a couple animals pass by every now and then. That's about it. Siggy, as you attune, nothing happens.
So they're just like a little bit too big for me, and they like fall off my arms.
They're fairly big for you because you are a fairly skinny elf.
Okay.
Oh,
I point that out. I don't think these are gonna work out very well for me.
I suppose the best thing to do would be to hold on to them for a bit. I'm learning something that might help us. We're going to learn something that might help us. We can get them properly evaluated and then sell them since none of us can use them. Or trade them or something.
Hopefully, there's someone in this next town that might be interested in such a thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I have to put that on my inventory thing?
You are holding onto them, so yes, put bracers into your inventory. Golden decorative bracers. So, we already did the first watch. Who is going to be switching out for the second watch? Because at this point, Saradare and Yasmig, you both need to lay down to get your full rest.
I'll do it.
I'll take watch by the road, I guess.
Okay, perception from both of you.
Can they assist each other on perception, by the way, or is that just for said check?
Since they are each checking different areas, they are both individually checking. So it's not an assisting of it, unless they're both specifically watching the same spot. Bastion, you don't really see too much else. You hear animals running by, occasional bugs flying around. Because of the proximity to the swamp, you do hear croaking from... fairly loud croaking, but it doesn't seem like it's close. Nyana, you see and hear the same as well, but you can more pick out the animals in the darkness as they are running by. Nothing but small animals like squirrels and rabbits occasionally. Alright. And with that, you wake up in the morning as the sun rises.
Yasmig on that horse.
I don't think it likes you very much.
Yasmig's not allowed to touch the horses.
The horse is quite spooked by you for some reason, especially today. Like you thought it was used to you from the travels previously, but at this point it's not listening to you. They're barely even holding on to the road. Bastion, I need stuff from you as well.
He was spitting out smoke. They probably assume he's a dragon.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
We have a bad pair of drivers.
So, your horses are quite unruly today, and because of that, you do get a little bit lost on the path. So, between backtracking and trying to get back on the trail, you probably only make it about half distance today. This is going to be a long travel, I'm telling you now.
I'm going
Imagine
back
it
to
was
bed.
a rocky road.
For the sake of posterity, give me whoever's driving for the next day. Give me both rolls at advantage, and we'll take those rolls for the rest of the trip.
Maybe I should give this a try.
Can we buy an item of fast travel?
Okay, give me survival as well.
Oh, Pog.
Okay, Bastion, save for you at advantage, please. Okay. Much previous to the day before, or much different than the previous day, you do manage to make your way along the paths fairly easily, resting along the way as the days go on, and you do find a river that you eventually meet up with. The path leads you along the edge of the river. At this far south, you do start seeing some boats traveling back and forth along the river, one or two a day. And finally, you do reach the gates and the large stone bridge that crosses the river of Orskir Bridge. And that is where we're going to end off for today. I know it's a little shorter, but I need to get some things done tonight.
Cosmic's gonna dab and be like, "What's up, fam?"
Did we
No,
level
he's
up?
not. He did not.
Real quick,
Damn it.
real quick. Subscribe with Twitch Prime if you're enjoying the episode.
Oh my god.